Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Missy, and today I'm going to just take you along today and see what we get into. I just got up, I fed Tilly, put her back down. She'll sleep right now for about like another 2-3 hours. Paul usually gets up at any time. It's 7:30. I am currently just waiting for my kettle to brew, and I'm going to do my collagen and tea. So this is the one from Costco. I think this is the one I got from Costco. And collagen has like tons of health benefits. I primarily do it for the protein. So in one scoop of this is 9 grams of protein because I don't eat till Paul gets up. So sometimes I get up and I don't eat breakfast for a while, and the protein just kind of helps me. So I either do that with coffee or tea. I'm doing it with some black tea this morning. So the next 2 days, Matt is working late, probably till like 8 or 9 o'clock. So I have the littles with me all day long and bedtime routine, which is always challenging for everybody. And on top of that, we have family coming into town, so it just kind of, not that it's a bad thing, but any of the tasks I have for myself over the long weekend are now going to be like pushed onto these 2 days where Matt is not home. So it just makes it a little, the timing could not be worse, I guess you could say. And I also had COVID. Our whole family got COVID about 2 weeks ago. Matt came home from work on a Friday, had like an itchy throat. He just thought he was getting a cold. And I was telling him, I was like, I think I said maybe you should take a COVID test. He's like, oh, no, it's not COVID. And then, he just didn't feel well all weekend. Sunday, I started getting like, that feeling in your throat. So I told him, I was like, you should probably take a COVID test before you go back to work. So he took it and it was positive. We weren't wearing masks inside, so it's almost like the damage had been done. So I got COVID. So he had his really sick days. I think it was like Sunday and Monday. He was just like bedbound. And then I was pretty sick on Wednesday. Paul, if you follow me on Instagram, I was posting some pictures. So we got it like a really bad sinus infection. It was a really bad sinus infection. And then I felt like I had a really bad fever. But every time I took my temperature, it was like a low-grade fever, which was really weird. I was taking ibuprofen, and it didn't do anything. Tylenol really helped me, oddly enough, because I feel like Tylenol doesn't really do anything. And then it's pretty much just treating the symptoms. It's like, we were taking cold calm. I think Matt was taking melatonin to go to sleep. I didn't take melatonin because I'm breastfeeding, and I don't know what the rules are. It's probably totally safe. I have no idea, so I didn't take it. I was just taking cold calm and lots of vitamin C, and I was drinking tea like it was going out of style. I swear by teas like this. So this is just Target, I think so. This one's called Soothing Comfort, calms the throat, and there's another brand of them. I think it's called like Throat Soothe, and I had one from the Thrive that I got as well. I just kind of like stack up on these teas because they're nice to have. I think they usually have like honey. This one has licorice root, peppermint leaf, ginger, lemon, fennel, and some kind of berries I'm not going to be able to pronounce. But I literally was like, this is my fluid intake. I was just taking hot tea, hot tea, hot tea because my throat really hurt. Matt seems to have lingering COVID, like flu-like symptoms. Not flu-like symptoms, like a cold. Like he still has a really bad cough 2 weeks later. I feel like I'm pretty normal. I may sound a little congested, but I think that's just my allergies. So that was how it impacted me and Matt. But then for the littles, both of them had diarrhea, were really fussy, and Paul had a fever, like a low-grade fever. It wasn't anything too crazy. I think maybe it hit 100 once, but they seemed pretty okay. It seemed like it hit the adults really hard. There was that. And I will also say that Matt and I are fully vaccinated and have had the booster, and the kids have not. But in the United States, the FDA just said that I think they actually did release COVID vaccines for 6 months and up. So I'll be honest, I don't know what we're doing. We have to like talk about that and think about it. And I don't know if any other moms feel this way, but I'm like completely on the fence. I have no idea. I know vaccines in general are very controversial, but I had Tilly and Paul all got their 2-month shots when the 2-month vaccines were. I can't even tell you what all of those are. Is it hepatitis, polio? I don't remember. It's a series of shots. So I don't know. Matt and I have to sit and really think about what we're going to do with the kiddos because both of them have an appointment in August. Tilly obviously won't be old enough. She'll only be 4, pushing 5 months. She'll be almost 5 months when we take her to the almost said take her to the vet. We take her to the pediatrician again. So, I don't know. That's what's going on. So I am just going to, Paul is still sleeping. I have my tea with my collagen and my Yeti. It's the only way I drink hot liquids these days. And I think I'm going to sneak in my office and edit for a little bit. It'll probably be a very little bit, and then Paul will get up. And then we'll see what we get into today. So I got about an hour of editing time in. Paul is awake. He's over there. I need to change his diaper. And we've been having this issue now where he is only going to be 2.5 in a month. He's not that old, and he's 35 pounds the last time I weighed him. He's a big dude, and he has pretty much maxed out. He's at diaper size 6 here in the United States, and overnight he like floods those diapers, and we've had him wet his bed a bunch of times. I don't know, it's not his fault. He's just overflowing the diaper. He has like zero interest in potty training. I don't know what we're gonna do, to be honest. If you have any tips on that, please let me know. I was thinking about possibly getting pull-ups just because they have a higher weight range, and I'm thinking maybe they hold more. I don't know if that holds true or not, but I am also at like the max of my cloth diapers with him. I have a hemp liner in here, cotton, and another liner, and it just, I can't add any more because it gets too bulky and then it doesn't sit right and then it leaks. So I have to change his diaper. It's just this whole fiasco. So he also hates getting his diaper changed at the moment. So it's even extra challenging. So I'm gonna wrestle him and change his diaper. I was editing my sourdough pancake video, so now I really want pancakes. I don't know if he's gonna eat that or not. I'll ask him. He also has little Entenmann's donuts that I get every once in a while at the grocery store that he's like obsessed with. So we're gonna do that. I don't have to make him a smoothie today because I made one yesterday, so I have some in the fridge, so breakfast should be quick. Baby girl has been making noise. So I know she's awake, but she's chilling. So I'm hoping that I can just shove some food in my face because I am like falling asleep. I don't know if it's just I'm tired or I'm hungry. Could be either or. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. This is something new we've been doing with Paul. I took on this lower shelf where he can reach, there's this tray, he moves his head, with a whole bunch of snacks, and they're in pop-up containers or little mason jars.
This one.
You want those? So he can pick what he wants at any time.
Cool cookies.
Yeah. Do you want to go in your kitchen helper? Come on, let's go in your kitchen helper. So I'm going to open this for him. Here, buddy. But so I was reading this article about, and I really like independence of toddlers. From everything that I've read, basically a lot of the tantrums and stuff come from, they just want to make their own decisions. So that little tray of little snacks is, he can make his own decisions. And there's good snacks and bad snacks. There's like beef sticks and crackers and raisins, but then there's also cookies, which was the ones he went for right there. And I've been reading this. I love cookies, buddy. And I wish I could find it. I think it was motherly.com posted this article, and I should have just bookmarked it because it made so much sense to me, and it was talking about desserts. So desserts, do you call them desserts or do you just call them food? Do you give your kids desserts after dinner only if they finish their dinner? And it was talking about, I'm not gonna be able to speak intelligently about this, but basically saying doing things like that creates essentially like an eating disorder, like they're these forbidden foods. And yes, you need to teach kids to eat healthy and whatnot, but you know, making kids feel bad. I think the article was basically like, no, you can't have dessert because you didn't finish your dinner. So now you kind of create this mentality, which me as an adult, you know, raised in the 80s, 90s, that's how my parents parented. So I almost feel like, oh, I shouldn't, like I almost shame when I eat food. And I was just talking about how there shouldn't be any shame with any kind of food you're eating. You should just be eating, obviously eating healthy and, you know, all that stuff. But when you start bringing emotions into food, how traumatizing or bad that can be. Anyway, but I let him have, where I was getting that, I let him eat whatever he wants whenever he wants. So if he asks for cookies at, you know, 10 in the morning, fine. And they're actually high-key cookies, not that those are any better. These were in Misfit this week, so I got them, and they're keto, grain-free. They have no added sugar, because it's stevia. It took me a second to find out. I was like, what sweetener is in here? So these use stevia. He has the chocolate chip ones, and then these are snickerdoodle ones. I am going to say I'm going to really try to not buy snacks because a couple reasons. Number one, they're expensive, and a lot of times they're filled with lots of stuff. I am giving myself a little bit of a break because I have Tilly, who's only 3.5 months old, so my time to making things is kind of limited. But when I start having more spare time, I'd love to start making more crackers and cheese crackers and all that stuff instead of buying these expensive things. So that's what he's doing. I'm going to go ahead and make some pancakes and see if he wants some, because like I said, I was editing a video on pancakes, so now I really want some. And I'm just going to go ahead and heat them up in my air fryer. They are frozen. So here's my little freezer pancake stash, and I'm going to take out, I think I'm going to have 2, and I'm debating whether I want to heat one up for Paul or not, because I don't know if he's going to eat it. Whoa, that one was huge. Sometimes I put them in the toaster too. Okay, so here's a little one. I'm going to heat that up for Paul. We'll see if he wants it. He may not. I'm really hungry for some reason this morning, so. But there's a bunch of different ways. I don't have a microwave if you're new, so I don't heat things up in the microwave. It's either the oven, toaster, or the air fryer, which is like a little mini oven, really. So I'm not looking to really get any color. I just kind of put them in my air fryer basket. And I just do them on like a really low temp for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. I don't want them to be crispy. I just want them to be hot, basically. So I'll do that.
No, you get it. You get the boost. You get it.
Is that the right side?
No, you do not. Oh, yeah. No, you got it. Yeah, you're trying to go this way.
Good job, buddy.
Yes.
How could I resist your smile? Can we move on as before? I could wait for 1,000 years, but it won't do us any good. Will you bet if you get the chance? I know I surely would. When you're away, there's a hole in my heart. Feels like a deja.
I do not have high hopes for him eating those pancakes whatsoever. And I made this like massive stack of pancakes. I'm trying to like watch my carbs too, but I'm tired. It's one of those days. So I have the kettle on. I'm just gonna refill my tea and just chill out with him a little bit till baby girl gets up, which will probably be like any minute now. And you can see he's in the closet looking at his snack tray that I refill at night. So he's looking at all the snacks there. And even if he brings out a ton of them, I don't care.
No, yeah, I have it for you.
Okay, so little man is over there watching Blaze. He's done eating. He didn't really have much interest in eating. He did drink his smoothie, so that's where he gets most of his fruits and vegetables these days. So he is done with that. I just left it over there in the kitchen with this kitchen helper. I used to put it in here on a skip hop table, and then we had like an ant infestation. So I am avoiding putting food in the TV room for now till that calms down. Little girl is still sleeping. I'm gonna wake her up if she doesn't get up in the next 25 minutes to feed her again. And I'm looking at my to-do list today, and it's actually pretty light. The only things on here to do are a lot of laundry. I have over here some sheets. I changed everybody's sheets last night. I took the old ones off, put new ones on, and then I dumped them down here to do laundry. I have my sheets in the wash right now. I need to wash his. The diaper bag from over the weekend needs to be put away today. I need to just go through it and put it away. We have a hamper in the garage for Matt's nasty clothes. I've not done that in a couple weeks, so I need to clean those. I have on here mop the kitchen. So funny thing is, I can't mop the kitchen when Paul is awake because whenever I do, and I just use like it's a reusable one. I think it's Rubbermaid, no Lipman, but it's like a wet jet kind of thing. Paul runs across the floor and wipes out and falls every single time. And I will tell him like, be careful, the floor is wet, doesn't matter. So I have to do that either tonight or when he's taking a nap. Take out the compost. It's not too full, but I'm probably gonna do that today. I try to do that like every 4 or 5 days. clean out the refrigerator, or something to clean out in the refrigerator. I think what I might do is wash the bins later if I have time. Like I have a whole bunch of bins with like condiments and stuff and they get kind of yucky. Not a full out clean. I have this on my to-do list every 30 days. So I just pick like a couple little things to clean. The last time I did, I cleaned all the drawers on the door. I cleaned all of those. I have to do something with my sourdough starter because it's been 4 days. Wash Tilly's playmat because she spit up on it. And then Tilly needs a bath. I need a shower, but I'm not washing my hair today. And I think what I'm going to do with the sourdough is, I think I'm going to try to make crackers. I think we're going to try that today and see how that goes if we have time, hopefully. And then I'll refeed that. I don't think I'm going to make anything with it, so I think I'll just put it right back in the fridge tomorrow. So I'll feed it, let it sit out on the counter, and then put it back in the refrigerator. I think I said before, Matt's working late today and tomorrow. So tonight, we did not plan this out very well, but I'm going to do HelloFresh. And Matt got me HelloFresh for Mother's Day with the intent that he would cook everything. And he has, and it's come weekly since then. So this is like our 4th box or so. And we did not plan this out very well. We had a 3-day weekend here in the United States and we were just doing a million things and I did not feel like cooking dinner. So we actually got dinner out on Monday, and per my meal plan, we needed to cook both the HelloFresh on Monday and Tuesday when he was home. Wednesday, Thursday, he's not here. And then we have family all weekend. I can't cook the HelloFresh when we have family here because it's just a 2-serving. So I'm going to be cooking the HelloFresh by myself tonight. Matt did a pork chop last night. It was actually very, very good. So I'm going to do like these stromboli things. I don't think it should take too long. They do have to bake in the oven, but it's not that big of a deal. And then that should have been our last box because that was the end of the gift card. But I didn't pay attention to it and it's shipping another one this Saturday, which is fine. So last night I went and did the subscription. It's really cool. I like how they give you like little portions of everything, but it's just, it costs too much right now. So it's like the box without the gift card was 60 bucks. 10 of that is shipping, I believe. So $50. So it's $25 for 2 meals, for each meal I mean. It's like if you're going to a restaurant, but then you have to do all the cooking. And cleaning up. So is it worth it? I don't know. I think it's a cool thing to do every once in a while, like to treat yourself, try things new. But yeah, no, I'm not going to be doing that every weekly, especially with all the CSA veggies coming. I have just bought like $1 bazillion worth of groceries. So I'm shutting it down. But I'm going to make the HelloFresh stromboli tonight. It makes 2. I'll have 1, and then Matt can have 1 for work for lunch tomorrow. That is the game plan. Lunch, I took out some sausage from the freezer. It's the, I think it's chicken Gouda apple sausage. I'm going to have that in a salad. Paul just kind of munches along. I think that's the game plan today. It's supposed to be very hot here in Virginia. I'm very proud of myself. Yesterday, I went for a walk with everybody. I had both kiddos in a double stroller and Mo, and we went for like an hour walk, and I was like covered in sweat. This was like 9:30, 10 in the morning. And it's supposed to be hotter today, so I have 0 interest in walking today. We're going to stay inside as much as possible. I think that is the game plan for today. Tomorrow is story time, not today. I keep mentally thinking it's today. But I am like struggling this morning. I don't know what my problem is. The tea and the caffeine and the tea is not helping. So I think I'm actually going to make myself a cup of regular coffee. I found some coffee grinds in the freezer that I didn't know we had. So I think I'm going to be doing that because I am just like, I don't know what my problem is. I got like 7.5 hours of sleep last night, so that should be plenty. I'm just like really tired, I guess. I don't know. So I just did the dishwasher. Now I'm gonna fold laundry, make some coffee, and then we're gonna wake up little girl and then probably just chillax on the couch while I fold laundry. Kind of a day, I think. Nothing too crazy. The other thing that I might do, it's either going to be in today or tomorrow's vlog. I am going to do toy rotation because this is just getting out of control, if you ask me. Toys have been brought from upstairs. A KiwiCo box came with 2 toys, so it's just gotten a little out of control. I attempt to do that every Sunday. Doesn't always happen. It's fine. I'm just going to go through all those toys. Let me see where it is. I'm going to go through all those toys and see what he has been playing with in the last week. Anything that he hasn't gone is going to the basement, and I guess I'll show you how I do that. It's not that organized, what you may think, so we'll do that later or tomorrow. So Tilly's awake, but I had to show you her bedroom and the current status mess that it is. So like, here's her crib, which is not actually too bad. Sometimes I'll lay in here just when I'm doing things in here, but here's like extra clothes, and then my birthing ball is still in here. These are all clothes that are too big for her that I was sorting, that I have so many generous friends that give me stuff. And then here is infant toys that I need to go through, Kiwico and Love Every and you know whatnot. And then those are all clothes that don't fit her that I need to donate. There are more clothes in here that don't fit her that I need to donate. And then just like miscellaneous stuff. I just think it's so funny because I feel like I had myself so much more put together with Paul and like his nursery, even though he didn't sleep in there. But it's just funny. We do plan on putting her in here in, what did we say? Labor Day weekend of this year, because she'll be about 6 months, and we're going to try to put her in her own crib and get her out of our bedroom, I think. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, the American Pediatric Association, one of those, recommended that babies sleep in your room for the first 6 months. So we're just like, okay, whatever. That's just what we're doing.
What are you doing? Hi. My goodness, what is that? Hello. You right? Yeah. Hi. This is so hi.
So once I'm in here and open like the windows and stuff, she gives me about like 5 minutes or so. She can just chill in her bassinet. So I use that as an opportunity to just go in our bathroom and I like Clorox wipe down the counters really fast. And then I alternate between wiping down Matt's sink, my sink, and then the toilet. And that seems to work in keeping me having to like, you know, full out clean the bathroom. I just like chunk it up into little bits. I do that, right? And then I don't know if anybody else has done this or this is just newborn life. I've completely given up on making the bed. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. I used to be very OCD about my bed had to be made. Like as soon as I got out of it, it would give me peace. I liked it to be, you know, put together and everything. But honestly, I'm not even in this room. I come in this room to get her and then we're downstairs all day. I don't come back up to this room till bedtime. So I don't care. I have learned to let go of certain things. So we're going to go downstairs, feed this little girl. Well, I'm going to change her first and feed her. And Paul didn't want to come up to say hi to her. He was too busy watching Blaze. That's like his new favorite show on Amazon. So he is watching that. And we're going to go join him in a second. Hey you. Bye-bye. So I normally don't condone buying expensive coffee well, it's really just an electric tea kettle. But Matt has this obsession with Black Rifle Coffee, and they have a couple products they recommend. This was one. It's a fellow kettle. This kettle's almost empty, that's why it's going down. But you can control the temperature of whatever it is, and I'm going to turn it off. You can also turn it on with your cell phone if that's your jam. I don't have it on my cell phone. I just turn it on from the little base there, but it is quite handy. I will say, I don't know how much it was, probably more than I would ever spend on a tea kettle, but I like it because I can control the temperature. So now my coffee is 175 degrees Fahrenheit, and that means I can drink it right away. I don't have to let it sit for a second, especially in the Yeti. Things stay very, very hot, so that's a plus. So I'm going to get my coffee. Paul's still watching Blaze. It's just one of those mornings. And I'm going to fold, I have a double load of laundry. It's just been like a rough couple days, so I try to do a load of laundry every single night. I just mix everything up. I don't separate things. And I didn't do it the night before. So yesterday I didn't have anything to fold. So today I have a double load of laundry, so it's a lot of laundry. The sheets are all in. Sissy's chilling kind of in her chair. The sheets that were there, they're all in the washer dryer. I just need to do the diaper bag, the laundry behind me, and that's really the only chore. And then I'm hoping that she lets me make those crackers, so we shall see. The sourdough crackers I was talking about. But I am trying my coffee. I hope this helps, because for me, this is what happens. I am tired, and for some reason, my brain goes to snacking when I'm tired. So I'm tired, and I'm like, oh, let's grab some chocolates or some cookies or even chocolate chips. And I gotta stop doing that because I'm not hungry. My water is somewhere right behind me. I almost drank an entire Yeti of water, and I've had two teas, so I should be hydrated enough. Should be, I think. So I'm thinking, I don't know what my deal is. I really don't. So I'm having caffeinated coffee. I did have caffeinated tea, so I don't know why that didn't work. So I'm just trying to stay hydrated, and I'm trying not to snack because it is 10:30. So I'm gonna start lunch in like less than an hour. So I really don't want to be snacking. Little girl's being fussy on the floor, so we shall see how this goes. Let me try to fold all this laundry, and then I might have to wrap her. We'll see.
They were in high school when they met, and things got kinda awkward. With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool. But it was obvious, like, ooh, they would be together, ooh. And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away.
So the lighting is awful in here. But I just changed her diaper. It was pretty full, especially with those first morning feedings. So she's still a little fussy, but happy fussy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap her so I can get some stuff done. And what I do is I folded all the laundry, and my baby does not like to stay still in the wrap. Like I can't, I've heard of women wrapping babies and then like sitting in a chair, and I cannot do that. My kids have never let me do that. I have to move around. So what I do is I bring the laundry upstairs, just like a handful at a time. I figure, hey, I get steps out of it, and she's constantly moving, and she seems content with that. Paul has been watching TV all day. Not ideal, but you know, it is what it is. At least it's a quasi-educational show. They're teaching him counting or something. I don't know. I should do more activities with him. I was very good with that before Tilly came, but I try to cut myself a little bit of a break because I do have a baby, and we have plenty of time to work on activities as he gets older. So I'm going to wrap her, and this stinks because I just washed this wrap, so it's like tight. It feels awesome on my postpartum body, let me tell you. I didn't do an update for 3 months, pretty much just because we had COVID when that happened, but like nothing has really changed, especially my weight thing. So I am still, I don't think I've lost weight since pretty much week 2 or 3 postpartum. I've been completely stagnant. But with Paul, I lost so much weight. Now there were a couple other variables. I, postpartum with Paul, had horrible mental health. I was struggling with really bad postpartum anxiety and depression, and I was not getting help yet. So one of the, I don't know what you call it. I'll just call it a side effect for me. Sometimes with mental health is I will lose weight. Sometimes. Other times it goes the other way and I gain weight. But I lost a lot of weight, which I'm going to say was probably from my anxiety, and because of my anxiety, mental health, postpartum, pandemic times, it was a lot easier with Paul. I would just put him in the buggy and we'd go for literally like a 3-mile walk every single day. That's what I did with him, and I lost an insane amount of weight. And I don't really walk with these two because it's a little tricky. Not impossible, but a little tricky. I did it yesterday, so I'm hoping to start doing that a little bit more. And, oh, Paul appeared. Hey, Paul. I'm hoping to do that a little bit more and stop eating so much bad food. I'm trying to eat lower carbohydrates, basically. Lots more fruits and veggies, things like that. So I'm going to take this laundry up in little bits and hope that she calms down in the wrap. I don't know why I keep going down. The camera's heavy. And we're just going to keep doing that, see how the rest of the morning goes. I do have my coffee that I'm working on, and I probably need to change Paul's diaper at some point. He's a frog.
Mommy, that ball.
You're a frog?
Ribbit.
Ribbit. You're so silly. Okay, so the TV actually timed out and Paul has not said anything and is playing on the floor with his toys, so we're just going to leave it off for a little bit. And I'm just going to go through my diaper bag so that I can just put it away, because it's been on the floor for the last couple days, and I feel like if there's clutter, it attracts more clutter, so I try to keep up with it as much as I can, especially in the kitchen, considering this is like my working area, so I try to keep it as clean as I can. I don't know if I've ever like dove into my diaper bag per se. This is actually, when I was a grad student, this is my just Eddie Bauer book bag that we've converted into a diaper bag, because one of my mom friends said, don't get an over-the-shoulder bag, just get a book bag, it's easier. I remember her telling me that, and then when I was looking at cute bags, Matt was like, I refuse to use that. If you get that, I'm getting like a masculine tactical type bag. And the last thing I need, me and my husband have very different viewpoints on this. He is like all about stuff, lots of stuff, duplicate stuff, let's have tons of stuff. And I am like a minimalist at heart, so I was just like, I do not want 2 bags. So I found this in the basement, just where we keep our, luggage and whatnot. And I was like, would you use this? And Matt was like, yeah, I'd use that. So that is how it became our diaper bag. So I have like one of those pullover covers. I think it's technically a nursing cover. It's way too small for me, but I use it over the carrier if there's like sun. So that goes in the diaper bag. This is a wet sack, and in the front is like a dry pocket. And I keep in there extra nursing pads and burp cloths. And then in the wet sack part is where I put any dirty clothes, or here are some burp cloths. And I nursed when we went to Lowe's, so I have a nursing pad. I will wash this every once in a while, but I know it didn't get too wet, so I'm not gonna wash it again. So that is ready to go back in the diaper bag. There's already some additional, what I call burp cloths and nursing covers already in here. So I'll try to bring this a little bit closer. I know I'm far away. This is technically for a laptop, but this is where I keep my changing pad. All right, let me see if I can take her out, because she does not, even me just talking to you is standing too still for her. This is her new thing. She gets really fussy in the mornings. Like, she's kind of giving me the cues she wants to nurse, but I literally just fed her an hour ago. So I'm like, girl, calm down. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do this while holding her. So it has 2 pockets here, a big one and then kind of a smaller one. And the big one's really the one I primarily use. So I have, this is clean diapers for Paul and Matilda. And I don't need to refill it. There's also diaper cream in here and powder. I don't use either one of those, rarely. Then here is the one that I like to change out. This is change of clothes for both of them. Paul, I have a t-shirt, and Matilda, I have a onesie, but I always just keep taking these in and out because I use them. And a pair of SOCKS for Paul. He knows what that means. So this is empty, so the next time we go out, I'll have to refill it. So I put just all this back in here. And then the front kind of just acts like my purse. I have like my wallet and my keys and Band-Aids, Neosporin, pacifiers, hand sanitizer, all that stuff. This is like literally, I don't bring a purse, I just have this. So I'm gonna bring this upstairs and put it in my closet just so it's out of the way. Paul's in the start of a meltdown, so we shall see how this goes. He thinks he's so sneaky. I got a diaper to change his diaper and he quick went in his kitchen helper and started eating. I have Sissy on the floor in her gym and she is not happy. This is like, a lot of people complain about nighttime being hard. For me, it's this time. It's like before lunch is like the witching hour because she doesn't get to sleep in the morning because he won't leave her alone. I try to wrap her, but I think she's getting too old to sleep in the wrap now. And I just can't, you know, just go upstairs with her and let her sleep in my arms because I have a toddler. I just can't do that. So we're trying to figure out this witching hour, which is like right before lunch when everybody loses their minds. But yeah, he thinks he's sneaky. He's finishing his breakfast to avoid a diaper change. Aren't you, buddy? Sneaky. Thinks he's sneaky. So good thing I got stuck under Tilly for about, I'd say 45 minutes or so. She took a nap on me and she seems a lot better. She's on the floor in her gym right now playing. So now I'm trying to get lunch. We're eating lunch very late for us. It is 12:48. I am going to have a salad and one of those sausages because they have 14 grams of protein. Usually I just take whatever protein we have left over, if it's chicken or, you know, whatever. If we have hamburgers, I'll like cut that up, put it on salad. We have our CSA, Community Shared Agriculture. I think that's what that stands for. Where we go up and pick up a box of veggies from the farm, which we have to do tomorrow, every week. And since it's June, it's like all greens. It's like kale and Swiss chard and lots of lettuce. So you really have to like keep up with the lettuce, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna have salad. I have the lettuce. It's like green leaf lettuce that goes bad really fast. So I'm gonna have that. And I'm going to have the last of my cucumber. I'm so excited and very proud of myself that I ate up all the cucumbers before they went rotten. That seems to be something that rarely happens these days. And I'm just gonna put some cheese on it. I think I'm just gonna have the sausage on the side or cut it up on top. I haven't really figured that out yet. Paul is going to have, he wanted chocolate milk, so I got him that. It's this stuff from Misfit is where I get it. It's from Good Karma. This one's chocolate. It's plant-based milk and it has, what is that? It has 9 grams of sugar. Most chocolate milks have a lot of sugar, but it's less than some of the other options. And he asked for it, so I give it to him. And then the other thing I'm going to give him are some of these chocolate zucchini muffins. This is from YummyToddlerFood.com. Love her blog. She has an Instagram handle as well. No YouTube channel, I wish she did. But this is maple sugar instead of sugar, whole wheat flour. There's obviously zucchini in it, and Paul likes them. So I'm going to cut up some of these, see if he eats it. He goes through these days where he eats a lot and then doesn't eat a lot, and he does not seem to be in an eating mood. He did eat the chocolate donuts in his smoothie and had those chocolate cookies, and his pancake that I had out there, I ended up eating it and he didn't eat it. So I'm gonna cut this up, leave it out, fold my sheets. I just took Mo out. He got his little, he gets vitamins at lunch. I forgot that I had his blanket for his bed that he has to sleep with was in the washer, so I just put that in the dryer. So Paul's gonna go to bed a little bit later than usual. I tried for 1, so we're gonna try for 2 and see if he goes to bed, which should time around when I have to feed Sissy again. We'll see. I get your chocolate muffin up here if you want it.
Mom, it does red tongue. Mom, you like red tongues?
I do.
You like it?
So here's basically my lunch. I've got the sausage, my salad, and then here are some strawberries. That is like my dessert. I have my water, just waiting for my coffee to finish brewing there. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but I sit and nurse a lot. I know some women are skilled and can stand and nurse. I can't, I have to sit down. So I literally do not like sitting down. I usually eat my lunch or my breakfast standing up. My husband is always like, go sit down and relax. I'm like, I don't want to sit down. I just want to relax here. But I did make Paul a lunch. He has not even touched it. He's literally harassing his sister on the floor. But I have a couple seconds, so I'm going to eat my lunch standing up right here. And one of my girlfriends, we email each other during the day because she's technically working. So she emailed me, so I'm gonna email her back usually, and then she gets out of work and we text each other. I know you have one of those probably that where you text like all day long. That's her. So I'm gonna respond to her, enjoy my lunch, and then since Paul is not eating, I'm just waiting for his blanket to be done in the dryer, and then we're gonna go upstairs and hopefully about an hour, and hopefully Sissy doesn't lose her mind. That is my hope. Also, it's supposed to storm this afternoon too, so we shall see what happens. Okay, so now it is 1:30. I couldn't let Paul stay up anymore because she kept losing her mind. She wouldn't let me put her like down at all, and I just didn't feel like wrapping her because I don't know what is going on with me, but yesterday and today, it is also very hot. It feels like hot flashes to me. It's like this really light sweat everywhere. Like I feel like it's on my mustache, it's on my back, it's on my legs, and just, so I haven't been in the mood to baby wrap a lot, right? But I did eat my lunch, and then of course Paul does this to me every single time. I didn't say it, but it was about to go upstairs for nap time, and then he decides, now I would like to eat. So I let him eat for a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not waiting for his blanket in the dryer. I'm just gonna use another blanket. He seemed okay with that. Tyler's gonna be very particular. He didn't notice I swapped out blankets on him. So he's upstairs, he's playing with his toys, he's relaxing, and now we're getting a thunderstorm. And there's my A telling me we have a thunderstorm something. Let's see, severe thunderstorm watch. So yeah, there's a little thing on radar coming through. I'm not really that concerned. I was going to go wrap her and run out and get the mail, possibly get the garbage and recycling cans. We're supposed to have a lot of bad storms in the next 24 hours. But yeah, I'm not doing either one of those because now it's thundering and it's raining, right? And she's like really fussy pants today. So yeah, she drooled a little bit all over her. This is what she slept in last night. So I'm going to change her little outfit. I still have my coffee. We're going to sit on the couch. Hopefully power doesn't go out. And I'm just going to feed her and watch something. And hopefully she passes out. I'm not going to lie, I probably will as well. So, and then it'll be time for Paul to get up and we'll start dinner. I didn't do the crackers, but I was also trying to think efficiently here. I have to use the oven for the Hello Fresh Stromboli things, so maybe I could do the crackers at the same time. Maybe. We shall see. Okay, so a little afternoon update. It's 3 o'clock. It's really dark because it's storming. It's been storming on and off since I put Paul upstairs. He is asleep. Sissy probably slept like 20 minutes, then woke up, fell back asleep, went 20 minutes. I basically was just playing on my phone. I'm trying to get into this show on Starz called Gaslight. I got a week free of Starz from Amazon Prime, basically so I could watch season 6 of Outlander. That was the only thing I wanted to watch on there, and I need to cancel that actually. But since I still have it for a few days, for like 3 more days, I was trying to find something else to get into. They have another show called Elizabeth that looked very interesting, but it's only on episode 2, and I don't want to get into like an ongoing episode, but this show Gaslight, the whole season out there, so I can binge watch it while I'm feeding her. It's just not really grasping me, even though it has Julia Roberts and Sean Penn are in it. But it's like, it's about the Watergate scandal, Nixon, and I'm just, I don't know, we're gonna switch it up. But I decided to get up. I wanted to shut Paul's door because he fell asleep with it open. It's storming a little bit, and she peed on me. Her diaper leaked. It's like something that always seems to happen with me with cloth diapers. They always leak, but she's kind of, I just started her on cloth diapers a few weeks ago, and her insert is just like I just use legit cotton t-shirts from Men's, and I just cut the sleeves off, and it's one of those cut in half, so it's like the front panel of a t-shirt, if that makes any sense. So there's not a lot in the diapers because she's so little, but I know she's gonna outgrow that soon. Anyway, she leaked on me, she peed on me, I had to do an outfit change. She had to do an outfit change So I have her in a chair right here. I'm just gonna grab some snacks and feed her again on the other side. I have not really done much else. And then hopefully it'll be nap time is over. Like I said, it's 3 o'clock, so Paul probably will sleep another hour or so. But after I'm done with this feeding, I'll let her, she'll probably fall asleep on me a little bit. And then we're gonna start dinner and hopefully be able to start these crackers. Fingers crossed. But it is something else humid outside. My camera actually is all fogging up. We've had like just a little bit of rain, nothing crazy. It's actually not even gonna let me film outside on the deck. It's that humid. It was, like I said, supposed to be 90s today, and it's been raining a little bit, and the temp dropped to 81, so it dropped about 10 degrees. Nothing, you know, I haven't seen any wind or anything. It's just thunder boomers in the background, but it looks like there is more to come. There's a wave around dinner time, and then a wave around 8 or 9 o'clock, but I'll be home. I don't like storms at night. Ever since I had kids, I don't like storms at night. They kind of freak me out. I don't know if moms think about this, but I always think about, like, oh my God, what if a tree falls on the house and falls into Paul's bedroom? What am I gonna do? Or what if there's a tornado warning? How do I get the kids and the dog in the basement? You know, stuff like that. By the time I got to drink my coffee, it was cold. Drank it anyway. So I have my water. I think I'm gonna do a hot tea, like peppermint tea or something, and then I'm gonna grab a snack, sit with her, finish watching Gaslight, and feed her and see what else we're gonna do. Alright, so here's my very weird afternoon snack. I have one of these boba oat muffins. They're pretty good. This one's chocolate chip. I have carrot sticks, a couple slices of cheddar cheese, and then I am having some peppermint tea. I also have my water, which I probably need to refill as well. This is just what I do when I nurse. I pretty much eat all day long because I'm constantly hungry, and it is a struggle to eat healthy things and not just munch down on carbs. Because if it was up to me, I would be eating like chips and pretzels and cookies like all day long. I just like crave carbs, but I'm also really hungry. Oats are really good for you when you're breastfeeding. That's why I had one of the oat muffins. I actually got those for Paul, but I figured that would be a good option for me. I do make my own lactation cookies. They're basically like essentially a blob of baked oatmeal made of bananas, oats, flaxseed. You can use raisins. Sometimes I put chocolate chips in them. I haven't made those in a while. I need to. I have lots of oats, and they do. I definitely feel like they help. I don't know. Maybe we'll make those tomorrow. Maybe that'll be my dessert, lactation cookies. So I got my little snack bowl here. I'm going to grab my tea. I'm going to park my butt on the couch again, see if I can get another half hour, 45-minute nap out of her too while I watch Gaslight, because she'll be in a much better mood if she naps. Usually she does one long nap in the afternoon. Every once in a while she does this to me, or she does like 2 shorter naps. She's napped for about 30 minutes, but honestly I don't care because then I get to take a potty break. There was one day last week, I think it was, well, not last week, I'm getting all my days blurred, about 3 or 4 days ago, where she napped for like 3.5 hours on me, and I had to pee so bad. When she woke up, I was like, oh my God, thank God you're awake. All right, so let me get this little munchkin. Where are you? There she is. All right, let me get her taken care of, and we'll chillax on the couch. So I don't know how dark this is gonna be, but it is 4:55, and a storm came through and knocked out the power. It's been out for only about 5 minutes, and it's very dark because the storm is still kind of going through. So we have a couple orbs. I have a candle lit. Paul is pretty good in storms. He doesn't really seem bothered. He's eating a snack right now, so I don't think we're doing HelloFresh tonight. We'll probably do that tomorrow or something, depending on whether the power goes back on, because I was going to do the crackers. And what else was I going to do? Oh, they all need a bath. So I don't know what the heck we're doing right now. Just riding the storm, I guess. It's a little spooky, huh?
Mom, what is that?
That's a candle. Where's your flashlight? Do you have a flashlight?
Mom.
You don't care though, because you're eating your snack, huh?
Mom, it's a pretzel?
You like pretzels?
Mom,
It's just like
a small pretzel here.
storming like crazy outside. And it looks like we have, that's a rain gauge right there. And we have about a ½ inch of rain right now. Yeah. Sissy over here just chilling so good in your chair, right? Yeah, you're being so good in your little chair. It's a little spooky, huh? It's a little spooky. So this is probably the brightest room in the house right now. This is the foyer area. It is 5:45 an hour later and the power's still off. So I just have some candles going. I just fed Sissy, changed her. Paul could probably use a diaper change, but I haven't wrangled him up yet. Matt did text me to ask if I was okay, but the funny part is we live in the sticks and there's no cell service out here, so I do what's it called, like Wi-Fi calling, like over our internet. So if the power's out and the internet's down, my cell phone basically is worthless. So I did turn Wi-Fi off on my phone, but I still, like, my Gmail's just spinning. If I tried to text Matt back, it just says, you know, text not received or what have you. I was trying to check Facebook to see if I could see either our neighborhood Facebook group to see if someone posted about a fire of the power, like, estimated timeout, or our electric company if I could see their Facebook, because they will also post like an ETA of, like, you know, an hour or something. I can't get either. I'm at their mercy, and I can't see the weather on my phone, so I don't know when the next one's coming. I did say before when I looked, it was like a 5 o'clock-ish, which maybe that's what that was, and then there was a 7 or 8 o'clock round of storms coming. Matt did text me. I can receive text, I just can't text back. He said that he was hopefully going to be done around 7:30 and would text me when he's on his way home. So there's that. Paul is happy as a clam. He's just running around being goofy. He just had some pretzels and Cheez-Its for dinner, I guess. And I'm just going to, like, scavenge things. I think I might have like a hard-boiled egg and, I don't know, an apple or something. I'm just going to scrounge what I can find in the fridge. We do have 2 propane generators. I have no idea how to start those. Matt's always like, I need to show you how to use the generators. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because they're like outside and yeah, nope. So we'll just wait till Matt gets home. And then when he does, the generator works on the kitchen and our bedroom. Paul's bedroom, I think, I don't know. Like half the house is lit up with these generators. And we do have propane. So I just have to, like, you know, suffer, I guess. It's not even the word. Deal without power and electricity for like another 2 hours or so. Never ends.
Yeah. All clean.
All clean. Good job, buddy. What about you, Mo? You do not like this, do you? I said, no, I do not. I was really hoping the power would go back on, but it has not. It is now 6:30. Matt should be home in about 90 minutes. I don't know how I'm going to do bedtime because I don't have the sound machines. Paul, I'm just going to keep up. But baby girl should really go to bed, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that yet. I don't know. We shall see. Or I might just wait till Matt gets home. I don't know. She usually goes to bed around 7. I need to feed her again around 7. But Matt probably won't be home till like 7:30, 8. But thank goodness for batteries. She's chilling out, and the swing she doesn't really care for that much, and she keeps spitting up on me. So I think that's everything for this day in the life. Not a very exciting day. I'm going to film again tomorrow, so maybe that would be more exciting. We'll get more stuff done if the power goes back on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. What do you have? You have chocolate all over your face, don't you? Were you eating Oreos? What do you have in your hand? Is that a book? Oh, you have food in your mouth.
It's a book.
It is a little book, yeah. You want to read that? Let's read.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll read some books. Good idea. You wait, bye? Say bye. See you later. Good job. You're so sweet.
But it won't do us any good.